Hi, and welcome to BGA TV, Brockton Guardian Angels TV. I'm Harry Green, captain of the Brockton Guardian Angels, and I'm here to talk to you about street violence.
Send me an angel. Send me an angel. Right now. Right now. Send me an angel. Send me an angel. Right now.
Okay, so the most common problem in Brockton is violence. Street violence happens all the time. For example, just the other night we had to arrest a gentleman for threatening us with a knife. He pulled out a knife and asked us if we wanted to bang. Now, we weren't taking any chances with this fella, so we had no choice but to physically take him down and cuff him. Now, someone could have got seriously hurt, including himself. The violence needs to stop. Too many people nowadays are carrying weapons such as knives and guns because it makes them feel safe and powerful. I mean, this guy felt like Superman, approaching a bunch of angels with a knife. My point is, he was carrying a weapon for protection, like a lot of people do. Protection from the violence in our city. You know, you get into a fight, and the first thing that the other person goes for is a knife or a gun, and then that's when we start losing loved ones. My advice to the people that like to get into a fight at the drop of a dime, who have bad tempers, is not to. You never know what the other person is carrying. Now, is it worth it when you're in the hospital lying on your deathbed? And for the other person who is carrying a weapon, is it worth it? Now, you just took someone's life and you have to live with that guilt while you're behind bars. A few years back, we had to break up a fight, and the other party, of course, had a weapon. Here's the knife that was left on the ground after we broke it up. Now, both parties were lucky that we were there to stop it. One person could have been seriously injured, or worse, dead, and the other person would have been in prison for murder. Now, the other topic I want to get into is gun violence. Too many people nowadays carry guns and are quick to pull the trigger. And for what? Because someone was running their mouth talking shit about you? What's pulling the trigger going to solve? It ain't going to take back what that other person just said about you when they're dead. Or you're going to go and smoke someone because you have beef with that person? Think of this. You killed that person, right? They may have just been a gang member. Now you have a death wish out on you. It's called street justice. Now you're going to be lying 6 feet under. Or you're going to go and shoot someone because they stole from you or that person owes you money? When you're in jail, what are you going to spend the money on now? Canteen? We all need to work together to stop the violence. If you have a firearm that you wish to surrender, my advice to you is to pick up the phone and call your local police department and arrange for a pickup. Now, for those of you who do not have a license to carry and want to surrender your firearm, remember, it's not against the law to cooperate. If you want to fib and say that you found it and you just want to get it off the streets, then that's your choice. Remember, you're doing something positive. You're saving a life. And remember, data care.
Send me an angel.